We alive. Hello. Can't hear myself. Mic check. I heard you. Yes. Don't be afraid to kind of get that mic more, evenly spaced out. All right. Welcome to yet another episode of PotRoast Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, our faithful listeners and followers. And it's weird not having Crondo being like the dude and Rob here either, Change the setup a bit, as you can see. Obviously, this is kind of a ladies' night, but we got a couple of topics that we want to discuss. Let me know if you need the levels down on the headphones, by the way, guys. I'm trying to make sure it's all good. Yeah. Turn it down a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of loud on my headset.
PotRoast Podcast, though. Happy Friday, Junior.
Let's get that shit out.
It's almost Friday. Friday, Junior.
Friday.
It's pre-Friday.
Yeah. Friday.
Thursday. Friday. Got the co-host, Braille. Rob.
New co-host, Braille. Because it seemed like Mike's dropping out. Nah, we're gonna call out. We got some new faces though. Let's do a little game of introduce yourself, I guess.
Hello, my name is Crondo and I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Crondo. So, first step, buddy. First step. Good job. Yes. Well, my name's Jack, and I think I function pretty well on alcohol. I wouldn't consider myself an alcoholic because, I drink every day, and it's fine with me. No, I'm just kidding. That's denial.
My name is Tyler, and I was raised by wolves.
Hello, Tyler.
We only got superpowers when no one's looking.
Yeah. Just pee on all the trees.
I'm sitting right next to you. Right.
I don't smell like a dog.
So, yeah.
And I'm free to truth, and I'm not an alcoholic, so I don't know how I feel about this paper.
We're full of shit all the time, all the damn time. Yeah.
So I'm Darlene, aka Lady B. I drink and I smoke. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, most of us do. That's true.
Yes.
Level good in my left.
Experience.
All right. I don't know how this became like an alcoholic meeting or something. Like that's weird. Oh, damn! Luke was showing up right on time.
Hey, I know him.
Maybe not right on time, but damn. Close.
He's running on his own time as well. It's cool.
We filled your spot with this white skater with gauges in his ears.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
born
wait
with
for
a
him to look
skateboard.
over at Tyler and he never did. He's like, he just shrugged it off like I didn't say shit. I'm like, what? I'm over here snapping.
It's okay, I was born with a skateboard.
Early in this shit.
I'm too big to skateboard. I put holes in the earth.
Tony Pelican.
Tony Rock.
No. So, I don't know. Today we got a pretty crazy episode. We're going to dish on a little bit of things on a little bit of a political tip, but also the main topic is going to be, this chivalry conversation people are talking about. And I just see it as politeness, and I've always been polite, so I don't think it's dead. But ladies male bash, but men do it just as bad. I got men on my feed, like homies and shit, and I'm like, quit fucking crying all the goddamn time and shut the fuck up. That's like the most. No woman's gonna find you attractive talking about all that stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, you sound fucking retarded right now. Oh, whine this, whine that bullshit. They bash like, all women are whores and stuff. I don't know that crap. I got sisters, alright? Like, no. Saying. That's not how it works.
The topic though is chivalry dead, and if so, why?
Why are you going to be
What's wrong with you, Darlene?
You over there?
Okay. Jesus.
Go across the table.
Like, for me, I don't think it's dead. I just think it takes the right kind of guy. Like, with the guys nowadays, they don't open doors for the girls. They don't bring them flowers. They don't take them out on dates, nothing like that. It's the relationships I've been in. So that's just me speaking from personal experience. But I have seen other guys that are out there that actually do great shit.
You still open doors for girls, like car doors?
Some guys did.
Shit.
I mean, I would say like a store, like you coming out the store.
There is
You know
guys
what
that
I'm
do
saying?
that. There is guys that do that.
I'll hold the door for you.
You see a random little lady,
But I don't
do that. Like,
I don't think I have like,
that's another form. Well, any lady really, but it's like, anybody. Like, I do it for anybody. I'll hold the door for anybody. It's common courtesy. Like, shit like that. Respect. That's where it all kind of stems from.
I mean, I have seen it where a guy broke the show with like a car door, or anything like that. But there's other guys that just open the door, walk right in, and the girls like, I can screw you too. Then
see, I've had that done, and the girl don't even say thank you.
she wasn't great, right?
That's chivalry.
True.
That's why I think
But again, it's coming from the right type of person.
It also comes from a time and place where, like, women were really considered, like, for lack of a better term, like, how men are, you know what I mean? Because people didn't have opinions. I think they were looked at as objects.
Yeah.
As far as, like, you're just simply here to be a man's wife and give birth.
Man.
So that was where it came from, as an era of gentlemen. So that's how that kind of all became to be. And we're talking hundreds of years ago.
I mean, the word chivalry like comes from like medieval times.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
this was like
That's where people
there's like
started being
different
behind, I
conduct back
guess.
then. You know what I mean? There was a different conduct, and what it means exactly what it means to be chivalrous is to be like respectful, courteous, polite
Like a knight.
to a woman.
Yeah.
Like a knight.
Yeah, like a
Right.
knight.
Right.
That's where it came
From
from. That's exactly where it came from.
knighthood.
Knighthood.
Yeah.
Treating a lady and all that stuff. But, it came from that
But
type
you
of
were like
place.
you were a man of a certain standard. So when I think like when women are referring to like chivalry being dead, it's just a different mentality of men that are being brought in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this, all right? I'm gonna chime in on everything. As far as that whole different type of man being brought up, that's real. I mean, it goes to the individual, obviously, if the respectfulness and all that. But I mean, we live in a day and age right now where, you got, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B influencing the women nowadays and stuff like that, where it's okay to eat ass nowadays. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? No, hold on. Hey, no, but I'm gonna say it like, no, hold on. Yeah, that is true though. But I'm gonna say it like this though. We in the day and the age where girls are like, nah, you know what I mean? Fuck a dude, I'm about my money. Fuck your dude, I'm gonna get more money. No, what I'm saying is this is what the topic is. This is where, you know what I mean, where the average female, you know what I'm saying, who up on their social media, listening to their music and stuff, yeah, fuck a dude, I can do it all by myself and da. So to them, you know what I'm saying, like how you were saying, I open the door, she don't even care. You know what I mean? She ain't even looking like that. She, looking for something else type of thing like that. Not to mention, I mean, let's be honest though, with the women, from what I've been, told and what I've learned throughout my years is that, I don't know why, but women do love a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Like that, well, man that got confidence, a man that, you know what I'm saying, ain't like all bougie, ain't all up your ass and stuff like that. Nah, I mean, even a grown woman, you don't, so as a grown woman, you don't like confidence. So you don't like confidence though.
I saw a lady break it down though. And
She
she said,
dickhead is two different things.
yeah, she said when
That's what I was
you're younger,
gonna
I can see that. I can
when
see
you're
that.
younger, you were attracted to that stupid shit because you're not fully developed.
You're not
yet.
thinking.
I'm a dickhead, but I'm nice to you if you're nice to me. I
rather-
got all the chivalry in the world if I feel like you're doing right by me.
I'd rather be a dick any day than be a pussy.
But I had bad experiences. And I know that.
Well, I mean, it goes to the individuals.
Something comes across to
There
us.
you go, yeah.
Either, I'm sorry, we could be called bitches and not appreciate what they've done, or take offense to it and be like, excuse me, I can open my own hand. Yeah, excuse me, I
That
can
is true too.
So we kind of.
So they be like, the dude be like, fuck it then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, hold on. And I can understand that from a woman's view because y'all have fought, so hard just to get that equal rights, just to get that, you know what I mean, that same job, all that stuff. It goes on one end and the other.
I feel that's kind of why, the quote unquote like chivalry is dead because equality came around. Yeah. I Me personally, I've never had the experience of being out with a man and him not being chivalrous towards me. I've always had a man pull out my chair, open my door, pump my gas, take my trash out, like bring me flowers on a date. So like when women say that, it's like well, I don't like what kind of energy are you putting out with yourself? And also that you need what energy you're putting out there, and but we also tend to forget like how are we raising our kids? You know, like am I raising my 3 daughters to have expectations at all times? And am I raising my son to be because you don't want that because you have these little 4 or 5-year-old girls walking around with a damn chip on their shoulder, like they just got some divorce and have to pick, have like 5 children this morning. They have these attitudes already. Yeah, I don't believe in the expectation. Right, and again, and I think that could be based on your experiences, your upbringing, and that's what forms us. So to make a blanket statement like all men are dicks or all women are bitches, right? There's a lot more that has to go into that. You have to dig deeper on that, like where it's coming from, and then you also think about just like geographic. It's known men in the South tend to be a little bit more chivalrous.
Well, hold on. Do men in the down south? Do the men in the down south also tend to hit them women more too, though? Yeah, they're like, I will open your door for you, but when you trip, I'm gonna beat you. Like, come on now.
Oh no, that's very stereo.
It goes both ways. It ain't just for the dude. Women can be chivalrous too.
I ain't never been gay. Quando, anybody ever give you flowers?
I shouldn't be making my own plate for my woman.
That's true.
I should make my plate.
I'll cook the meat, yeah, but after the kids. Yeah, exactly. I feel you there, yeah.
You can't cook sides for shit anyway, Rob.
What you say?
I said you can't cook sides for shit anyway, Rob.
I should have to get my own plate.
Barbecue and she'll make your plate. Is that like a deal breaker?
Nah. But it will show me something.
He says that now, but he even says shit like, man, we were at the barbecue and she didn't even fucking ask me if I wanted to play.
Broke up with her on the spot.
That sound like me.
Oh, it don't? Oh, it don't? Let me get that knot over there.
Chrono deal breaker be like, man, girl, did you just grab my ass and shit? Nah, that's a deal breaker. Shit. But leave my booty alone.
I actually heard this post or whatever from this chick. I can't remember her name, whatever. She broke it down. Like, that there's this systemic thing in America where they've been breaking apart families and making the single woman and right. So basically, what we have now is like the last 100 years of this. Let's just break apart the family construct. You know what I mean?
Background music too loud.
Is it? I ain't got the headphones on, so I don't know.
Looking out, April.
Thank you, April.
Looking.
Thank you. I need that sound feedback.
Y'all send all y'all the link to y'all Facebook message.
I already sent it out.
But she said that basically, since we have like last 100 years of this kind of breakdown of the family and stuff like that, and we birth this independent mentality, then we want to bring back that type of construct of the relationship, have a solid, man-woman role, children, and we do it all right, but we're also participating in this as, equals, but understanding our role as like, maybe nurturer, provider, protector, whatever you want to call that, and whatever you want to affiliate your shit with. But then that's when all the
let me ask you, Jack, do you really feel like from a man's role and a woman's role that it ever really could be equal like that?
I haven't been in a relationship
hold on.
so fucking long, bro. I wouldn't.
You hear noise outside.
No,
Are you like, hey, hold on, let me get up, babe. Don't worry. And the woman gonna get up and go do something.
I'll go with it.
Are you hungry? Yeah, I know. This boy need to play.
Shit like that, little shit like that.
I know, I feel
But they want to say first fire team lead and we're going out together.
She changed it. Now, if I say something to her about it, she be like, you have to eat, make your own plate. You just do it.
That's just, you're talking just about just being blatant disrespectful, just saying.
Yeah, that's just disrespect.
That's not. I don't think that's considered the same thing.
I would never ask a homie to make my plate, but I mean, still though, if anybody came across the table, nah, fuck y'all, dude. I understand.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, I do it off top, but I'm a rare breed, and so is like a lot of people that are in here. We take care of ours and stuff, type of thing like that. As far as the kids getting meals going, everything like that. Ain't nobody above not cooking and all that, all that other stuff. But I mean, really, that's like I said, that is a time like you were talking about that true equality and stuff like that. But like, it goes back to what I just said. Where's true equality when you hear a noise outside? Who gonna grab the gun and go check? You know what I mean? It's the man. You know what I mean? Like, it's the man, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, that's different though.
how's that different? Hold on, you want equal though?
I think that's individualistic. Every woman has her way of wanting to be treated. Like for me, like there's certain old school qualities that I appreciate having. You know what I mean? I was raised by my grandmother, so there's certain things that were instilled to me. You know what I mean? That's going to provide the balance in the home. It may not be traditional, but I do believe in having a balance. Right.
Balance is good. I'll agree with that one.
Now, do you feel like sometimes like people when
Turn the mics up.
when they think balance, I don't know how to turn the mics up.
What?
Turn the mics up.
Man, how many episodes, man? Now you're not knowing how to turn the mics up.
Those are the mics.
Or turn the music down.
Yeah.
The music's all the way down, like almost to the.
Is it?
All right. But I wanted to know, like, when people hear balance, they think like, physical equivalence, tactical equivalence, whatever. I'm thinking balance is
educational,
just
financial, emotional.
Like, just respect me for what I do and respect you for what you do. Whatever that may be, that complements each other and creates a whole. Like two parts, what do you call it? Yin yang. They're very different, but together they make a unit. You know what I'm saying?
But at that point,
So
it's no longer about
it's not a point of who goes out and fights first, though. Or who
50-50 and chivalry.
50-50 is not. No, what I'm saying is
No,
that when you start getting into those concepts and those ideologies, then it's more about compatibility within a relationship. It has at that point it really there's some chivalry in there, but now you're talking about a whole other gamut of topics and issues that you're going to both put into your relationship in order to make that relationship successful.
Yeah.
That's what when I first asked what chivalry truly was and the definition, I was like, so chivalry is only for a man, it's not for a woman.
Exactly, because it was established for knights. Right.
Yeah.
Like if we get to the root word, that's a man's thing. A woman can't be chivalrous. She can appreciate it.
Yeah.
She can't be chivalrous at all?
No, that's not where the word comes from. It's not where it
So
comes
it's straight up a man's thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So chivalry doesn't exist for women.
Well, hold on. Let me ask. What about in a relationship where it's a girl on girl though? You got the bush.
That's a different dynamic.
I'm just wondering, is there chivalry in that relationship?
It's a whole other show.
Literally, chivalry is like gentlemanly. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking
But
thing.
is it gentlemanly or like what you said?
I think it's dead because nowadays with the kids I see growing up in the generations, they do not treat women the right way. They don't care. You know what I mean?
It's gentlemanly. That's all it is now.
It's dead if we let it be dead. Exactly. I mean, I have nephews. You know what I mean? Like they little. We instill in them gentleman-like ways.
Yeah,
like if your cousin or your female cousin or something's walking to the door, she's walking to her car. You walk her to her car. You know, see her off. I mean, like,
absolutely.
I don't know. Again, I just think it's like it just comes down to like
Here.
the woman, her energy, what she's putting out there, how she represents herself. I know a lot of people want to be like, it's a new day, you should be able to be whatever you want to be, but at the same time, there's rules to the game. If you want to be seen as a lady, you got to conduct yourself as one.
My bad. Call back.
I completely understand.
I don't know why.
Like,
I
don't think it's dead because
What's the Bluetooth?
Because there's still people willing to teach basic manners and proper, everything. You know what I mean? Whatever you call it, chivalry. I think that word is dated, but
definitely
the word is dated itself because the idea behind it stays alive. That's what I'm saying, and I would just call it gentlemanly or polite, nowadays, or even just knowing what's respectful.
I don't even know if it would be gentlemanly because I have a 12-year-old son. I don't teach him to just open the doors for women or for his
everybody.
You know what I mean? If he's at school and his male principal,
bro, I can't even.
Yeah,
you're nice. You're polite.
Hey, turn that ringtone down or something, man.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Damn.
The
whole flow over here. I know. This damn thing. I'm like trying to be in the middle of a conversation. Well, this is a scattered ass PotRoast. So this is what we do.
Chivalry, Donna Sorensen. I think chivalry could be neutral. I agree with you.
I think so too. I think it should be.
I think in different aspects. Yeah, like I should know. Yeah, like
that's only it evolved to respect.
You know what I mean?
That's all it really has certain things that I'm required of. Like,
yeah.
Too. certain, like. No.
Sorry.
Maybe I want some flowers. I mean, I don't really care about no flowers, but maybe I want some.
That's a job for a man.
I just feel some type of way.
You know, if there's no man around.
You would take out the trash, no problem. You know, I mean, you have to, obviously. But it's like it's nice when it's like you don't have to.
That is, man. And still to this day, I do it.
Mom's never taken out the trash for a long time. You know, I mean, if I'm there,
that's all like seen as a man's thing, and that's all that's
We're talking about it on
yeah.
What you're wanting in reciprocation is my lateness. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you want me to
What comes with that?
me
Oh, we
showing
getting a
my
call out of New York.
appreciation of your chivalry.
What's that?
That's what she just explained.
No, I want to get details, man. I'm talking to her, Jack. I'm not even talking to you.
She said you want my ladiness. She said ladiness.
It's just as simple as when you hold the door for me, and when I walk through it, I say thank you. It's just as simple as that. I tell every man who holds the door for me, thank you. Yep.
Dude, why?
You know what I mean? I have seen some rude ass women walk through a door and not say nothing. I mean, I'll say something on his behalf because he may not feel like he could, but I'll say something on his behalf if I witness him. Like, dang, you couldn't say thank you.
I'm sorry to whoever calling in, man, but for some reason it is just not working. I don't know why.
I mean, and if you're my man, then there's other ways of expressing. Yeah, big facts.
I like the chat in the background with the bars over here.
that part.
I don't know why that chat's all messed up on the bottom. I really don't feel like it's good, though.
Yeah, that's my bad. I don't know what's wrong with this one.
It's not that in my
I already
life.
did, bro.
It's very alive in
No,
my
he's
life.
bro. I'll give you the phone,
Yeah.
man. Here, it's not like having this option to even answer
I
it.
feel that it should be both ways. I mean, in certain aspects.
What would a woman being chivalrous look like to you?
That's a good question.
Hey, for dinner?
That question.
A woman being chivalrous to me would be like, I want to be even dead worse, but like,
Her making your plate is chivalrous.
that's chivalrous to me. That's something like a woman should do for her man. Pumping the gas is something I should do for my woman. If there's an intruder at the house or whatever, I should be the one to go outside and see what's up. Whether I'm scared or not. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? If a dude is tripping on you, it's my place to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are qualities I feel like are a part of womanhood. I mean, like, are you expecting like just some woman that you're dating to like fix your plate, or is this like your girlfriend, someone that you're committed to? Okay, all right. Well, hopefully y'all have that conversation during your courtship.
Correct.
Woman, you don't make my plate at a barbecue. It's gonna be. Like, when does that come up? Yeah, when does that come up?
Just make my place feel.
On some real shit though, like for real. Like
There's roundabout ways to bring up certain conversation to figure out what you want to know about this person. You know what I mean? Y'all can be simply watching a movie and it come up and be like, hey, do you make plates for your man? And then if she apprehensive about it, you might want to
Think about it.
you know?
Soon as you don't make your plate in front of the fam, all the ladies in your family hate her after that.
Man, that's
Because
unfortunate.
that's part of the shit. It's just the old school. We're talking old school. It's the old school, shit that goes without saying.
Right.
So I believe it should be reciprocated in other areas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not just okay. I want you barefoot and pregnant type shit. That ain't the case. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, nobody want that.
I can reciprocate what I'm doing in other ways. I may want to.
Yeah, or back rub every now and then. Motherfucking shoulders get sore after the gym. You know what I mean? Like, hey. I don't know if that's chivalry, bro, but I mean,
that's chivalry.
That's chivalry, yeah, right.
Give me some topic. Expeditiously and chivalrously.
We got to use that word as much as possible this year before it go dry.
And chivalrously. Whatever the fuck you said, I can't even talk. That shit was comedy.
How was that hit? Chivalristic.
Oh, there we go. See, now we going into something that's new.
Hashtag chivalrously.
Yeah, we coining that here at PotRoast. Chivalristic. Coming at you. You heard it here on Thursday.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they say about to flood social media with that.
What'd he say?
What you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just
So,
feel like-
is that the only way women can show that she's
No,
that she-
no,
April, I'm
that's
trying to
not
get
the
you on the
way.
phone, man. This is
Yeah.
not
This is
working.
like
So let me try to call you.
territory.
Oh, here we go.
Is she bringing home money? Is she helping you pay the bills? I mean,
This mic on. Let me know. I don't have hear it in the headphone, but let me know if you can hear it, Jack.
I hear the ring.
April.
Hello.
Yeah, you can't hear it.
Hey, it's April.
There we go. Go ahead.
What up, April?
You
Can you hear
online
us?
with the pop roast.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I love the topic.
Yes.
Well, you ladies are outnumbered us right now, April.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Chrono count for
Okay,
two.
so
You're like a 1.5 anyway. So
What's up, April?
I don't think chivalry is dead. I think that it's home training. If the man has been taught to be polite and treat women like women, then it'll be. If the guy then it won't be. But it's about the breakdown of family, like you saying, Jack. Like,
Breaking up. What she said?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, I hate that. It's about the breakdown of the family. Ain't no man in the house to teach
Yes.
the boys how to be gentlemen.
Yes, the breakdown of the family.
So how can you have chivalry in men if the men don't teach their boys how to be that? And women, like you said, so many trying to be independent single mothers, so they don't teach their boys how to be men. They teach their boys how to be boys, babies, like mama's boys. So they don't know how to treat women properly. But when I grew up, men did open doors. They still do for me because they know that's what I expect.
100. And I honestly agree with
The car
you.
door
That,
for me.
you know what I mean?
I will definitely open the car door for them. You know,
Honestly, it is
it's,
reciprocation though, and it does go both ways. And I like the way you brought up that point. You know that it is the breakdown of the family, because that kind of thing does get taught to us. You know, and with families broken down, it becomes a lot harder to be able to manage a house full of kids. You know what I mean? I mean, my sister going through it right now. She's got to work, do the thing. She got twins. You know, they're at that age right now. They're starting to, you know, go through hormones and shit, and it's just gonna get harder and harder on her. You know what I mean? But that's that symptom of it, and she doesn't have the 100% extra shit she needs to do for her girls. But you know, because of the way everything's set up right now. But the
what's
breakdown
up,
of the family does cause that shit. But I don't think it's dead in the sense that it's not being taught. It is, and it's still alive. But that is a symptom of the bigger, you know, problem at hand. You know what I mean?
well, April, thank you for chiming in. You know, we appreciate you calling in. You got anything else to say? We're gonna fix this thing on
Get
the
a shout out
phone.
if you want.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. Over there in New York. I see you.
all I'm saying.
You have a good night though.
But you know, she did bring us some good points, man. I'm not gonna lie, like that was, you know, it's cool. She's one of our steady, always on the live chat and stuff like that. If you don't know, you can hit us up. We do got the hotline fixed. The live chat's always popping too, and we try to stay up on top of that. She was basically saying that the breakdown of the family was also one of a big root cause of that kind of thing, you know, and that's just how.
Oh yeah, when you got
daughters
daughters being raised with no fathers, men being raised with no dad. Vice versa, all the way across the board, it's going to affect some
and
things.
it's everything economically, socially, all that stuff. That's
That's how it is
happening.
with my family, like, period. Like, me and my older brother were both raised by a single mom. Like, granted, my dad was in my life the whole time, but
How old are you?
Same here though.
I'm
I mean,
29.
basically.
There you go,
Me and my-
80s baby.
yeah, I'm 90s baby actually. But
Oh, are you?
I was always going back and forth between my mom and my dad because they split custody of me. And
I
everything.
understand that.
But my daughter, she's 10. She'll be 11 in October. She's going through the whole not having a father in her life. So she's getting that as well, just like me and my brother had it growing up. So
Yeah.
my brother's dad, he passed away when he was just a baby. So it's like my older brother only had my dad to look to as a role model. But even then, he never had an actual male role model in his life to teach him the actual ways of how a man should be. But my mom did everything, and she was able to show him, no, you need to do this. You need to make sure you're opening the door, all that stuff.
Right.
So
And it's funny because, ironically, my parents were married. My dad passed 3 years ago. Obviously, but there's 5 of us, 4 girls and 1 boy. My poor brother. I get it. But we all were taught that balance. Not, my brother, as much as we tease him, he was definitely taught to be polite to everyone. And us girls were taught, we were raised in the traditional, what people would consider traditional Mexican way, where we serve our man, where the kids this, and that's how we were taught. And but we were also taught how to appreciate when a man does treat you well, and how to basically run when he doesn't. And I think that and ironically enough, even though I grew up in this traditional Hispanic family where my grandmother didn't talk to me for days when I left for college because I should not have left the house to get an education, that kind of mentality. But it was my father who actually gave me a book that was like, I want you to take this with you to college, because besides the education that you're getting, there's so many other things out there that you need to know. And
growing up as a woman.
It's a balance. And it was a balance about being able to fend for myself, being able, not to be dependent on a man, but not coming across to a man that way. Because, now I'm a single parent. I've got 4 kids. My oldest daughter is going through the same thing with my with my granddaughter and her. And so it's like, where do we find that balance? And it's hard. And it's, again, because we have that breakdown of the family where you don't have somebody there teaching. People horn in on, the guys aren't being taught this or the guys don't do that. Yeah, okay, we get it. But what about our daughters? Are we teaching them how to appreciate? Obviously you definitely appreciate when a guy does that for you. So somebody asked earlier, do men really open the doors for me? I have a coworker, sometimes he'll give me a ride home, kid's like 27, and I say kid because I'm like, old enough to be on his mother in here probably. But,
hold on, you shouldn't be calling no 27-year-old no kid.
Oh, you don't know how old I am. Believe me,
he obviously old enough to participate, if he wanted to.
He's a very young, very, very nice young man. Every time opens the door, and
does he? Like he drop you off and walk around.
Before we get into the car after leaving our office, he will walk around to his vehicle, open the door for me, let me in.
Crazy.
When he drops me off,
for me, I feel like chivalry was I'm giving you a ride home and I ain't charging you gas.
No, exactly.
No, Rob.
No, it's not.
I gave you a compliment on your dress before you left.
Chivalry is putting the child safety locks on and then letting her out. I just had to. I'm sorry.
Giving her a chance to run. But then I don't want to blame the breakdown of the family because he was raised by a single mother.
Because
I was raised by a single. I was taught that yes, ma'am, yes, sir, and all that other stuff too as well. But honestly, like that with that chivalry, like that's something I do with my girl. You know what I mean? Like I don't just like treat any woman like not that I treat any woman bad or anything, but I'm not gonna sit there and do all these extras and stuff like that. Because honestly, I think that's almost disrespecting my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that love is set aside for her.
You hold the door open through somebody walking through the Circle K same time as you, or what?
And that's a respect thing though, and that's something I do. You know what I mean? Like, hey, and honestly, that's the thing that I believe in though. That whole good day thing. You put out the vibe, it pass on. Like even today, man, having a great day, man, and that shit it just keep rolling good. Blessings keep coming. You know what I'm saying? I can't fucking deny it. And the day ain't even over. Shit, man, I'll be here 2:00 in the morning, man, handling business, and I best believe they will keep coming. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But again, it's we get trapped into these archaic forms of thinking, and we don't allow ourselves to just like, hey, yes, as much as I enjoy being independent, having a job, doing things for my kids on my own, being divorced for 10 years, all that. I won't lie. Yes, it would still be nice to have somebody around who I can send out with the gun and somebody's in my backyard. It doesn't always have to be me. That can go, that can help me do my oil change instead of me having to do it myself. That would.
But on top of that, vice versa, you would feel good too, like being extra ladylike around them too, to get to like.
Of course, because you do miss
you
that
do the extra stuff.
When it's absent,
exactly.
There's that extra.
So there's a side of it for you as
then,
well.
And there's just that side of
you feel good doing that stuff.
I never planned on raising 4 children and a grandchild by myself. That was not in my plans when I got married. And so, sometimes it would be nice to just have somebody there saying, hey, you know what, I got you. Mm-hmm. But that's just, and I cannot, because I do have these 4 little people, or 2 big people and 2 little people to raise. We have an age gap. My ex-husband was in the Army, so I have to explain to people they have the same dad, but 2 are adults and 2 are children.
I have a tally chart at home.
Yeah, exactly. But I have to. That's what my focus is to make them appreciative of other people and what other people bring into their lives. And I don't think it has. Not everything has to have a male-female role or male-female expectation. It just has to be, you are a good person. I'm not raising a man. I'm not raising women. I'm raising decent human beings.
common sense is common, but you still want to try to step in.
That's true.
I'm just walking into the store, little thing, holding the door. That should be common. You see them coming. You know what I'm saying? They're there now. Way out in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Let me go ahead in, but
And I think we read too much into it. Like I said earlier, where women have, we've seen women who are just bitches, and you're like, you can't appreciate, like I think, or you read too much into it. I mean, even with the example that I gave of my coworker. I mean, to me, it's a coworker. To me, nothing else. I would never even go there. But somebody had seen it. It's like, oh well. I'm like, he's a gentleman. Why are you interpreting into something that it isn't?
That's a sign.
You think he a gentleman, or you think that he just into cougars or something? I mean, that could be a thing.
I get it. But it's a sign of the time.
Yeah. Also, probably why you don't see too many men being chivalrous. Because it's like it's taken the wrong way. Like I'm just being a nice man. You know what I mean? But,
and that's not on the guy. Quite honestly, that's going to be on me. If I'm going to be ignorant enough or arrogant enough to think that just because a guy is being nice to me, like. Oh.
Well, this is the thing too. I want to say this, like a lot of females, period, just women in general, will think that since a guy's being nice and doing these extras, there's one thing that they after. You know what I'm saying? That they obviously like me. They obviously are going after this and that, and they want to sleep with me. I mean, and literally in my case, 80-90% of the time, that shit ain't the case at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being nice. No, for real though. No, on some super real talk. I'm just being nice. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a nice guy. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it's just as simple as that.
For that reason, I don't assume that about every guy that's nice to me.
But women do that though, right? They assume. They assume. Like, if a guy's
context though, it really depends on the context of the conversation and how it's going. No, I can show you my inbox.
Well, hold on. Well, I mean, hey, we don't want to see a bunch of dick pics and shit. But no, for real though, like if a guy give you a compliment on your dress and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously, some women, I'm not saying it's y'all, but some women be like, oh, this boy like doing like, he trying to get with me or trying to do that. Honestly, dude, I'll give a woman a compliment on her dress just to uplift her day, dude. Like, hey, maybe you did some extra and nobody has told you today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you go, girl, type of thing.
If you think that that's what the man is thinking. Okay, so that's what he's thinking. You're not going to change that, and you can't be offended by it. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, if that is what is coming across, and that is, what his ultimate goal is, it's still your free will as to whether or not you're willing to entertain.
I was just going back to the fact of chivalry and why, probably men have been turned off by it, because women are turned off by getting hit on fucking goddamn 20 times a day. And then so they just are super on defense. And when a girl's just on super on defense and it's 90% of y'all, it's like, why would anybody even try anything? It's not why bother. It's when I do bother and I do try, it's like, damn, I get hit with so much backlash now. And now I'm looking like a creep or something like that just because I said, hey, I like the way your hair's done today. Like, what kind of shit is that?
See, I feel like a lot of this stuff is inside the people who come from this point, like, oh, it's dead and I don't have to be polite, all this stuff. That's in your own head or what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Because I agree with a comment just put on here from Latasha. She said, if you carry yourself as a lady, you will be treated as such. If you're a gentleman, a good woman will recognize that and reciprocate. Exactly. And that's as simple as that. So if you don't feel like you got that, then maybe you got to check your shit. You know what I mean? Maybe something's wrong with you, right?
Exactly.
And I agree with
That's true.
Hit the applause button. Yeah. That's true though. I mean, I didn't make that shit. That was Latasha here.
I totally agree. I said
Latasha
earlier,
Osborne,
it has
thank
to
you for
be
that.
about you, man. It's about how what you put out there for real. Like I said, there's
and everything else
is
just extra shit in your own head. You're telling yourself.
Rules to the game, ladies. I know we don't like to hear it. We on, that whole independent kick and, change a whole lot of mentality. But if you want to be seen and treated as a lady, you must conduct yourself as a lady.
Yeah. Because if you don't, you have absolutely no justification to be offended or upset as to how you're being treated.
Because you can do you. You can do you, but there's certain stigmas and taglines that come with
go about it.
Doing you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just saying, you're free to do you, but you're not free of judgment.
I'm chivalrous, man. If I was on the bus, no, for real. If I was on the bus and an old lady or even a woman with kids, I would give her my seat.
Yeah, that shit does not happen nowadays.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it doesn't have a gender. You know what I mean? Or because it's a dude, I gotta be polite to just women. Like if there's a dude, you know what I mean, an old man or whatever, he needs some help, I'm gonna help him if I'm able to. You know what I mean? Like I help some lady with some groceries or whatever. You know what I mean? If she's helping out or she needs help, young man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I would do that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, shit is so fucked up nowadays because, like you said, you know, they don't show appreciation when you do.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll walk right in and let the door slam. No, I wouldn't, but like there's dudes that do. Yeah, you know what I mean.
There's also the flip side of that, where women feel the same as men. Like, you know, that you don't feel appreciated. Like when you're running around with children and you're working full time and you still have to come home and make dinner, and he's been home for 3 hours. You know what I mean? So again, it's that balance, and I think we're getting too hung up on the word chivalrous, where we go back just to common decency and just treating people respectfully and being polite and being a decent human and being appreciative of what they are doing for you in your life.
Yep. April Smith says, if you are a gentleman, no one's actions should change that. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, April's on point tonight.
She is.
Yep.
April,
she really is.
April and Latasha on point tonight.
I agree.
Y'all bring that mic a little bit over between y'all. Yeah, my talking the mic
it's basically
a little bit
about
more.
as far as, and then just direct it up if possible. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Talking the mic if y'all can.
All right.
We're having a little bit of sound. If anyone who's on the live chat or anything gives us a little bit of feedback on the sound, we appreciate it. It's great.
I definitely agree with that. I feel like if you're a good woman, if you're a good man, always be that. I shouldn't let anybody, you know what I mean, change my code of conduct. You know what I mean? I stick to my G code no matter what.
Right, exactly.
I stick to mine no matter what. If you're silly enough to like disrespect me in a way where I won't conduct myself in a way about you, that's your mistake. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna change up how I am. I might change how I deal with you, but I'm not gonna change up me.
Right. Exactly.
That's what
women are nicer to dudes they like. That's just the bottom line. That I hate to say it, but like everybody is, huh?
I mean, shouldn't we be nice to dudes?
Yeah, I guess. But like, you should be nice to any dude that's showing you, you know, appreciation and respect and chivalry. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm gonna like you if you're being that way. So there will be no
hold
reason
on.
not to.
If I like you, then I'm gonna be extra nice.
Yeah, there we go.
There's common decency, a general respect for all human beings. But I mean, if I'm feeling you in a different way, then you're gonna get a different type of nice out of me.
It's just coming down to, again, being a decent human being and actually respecting that person. Like if a guy sits there, like even at work, walks up to me and says, "Oh, hey, you look nice today." Thank you. You know, I appreciate that. You know, I'm great. You know, I try. You know. But then if it's like some random guy that's hitting me up 20 billion times a day and he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw you and blah blah blah, you look great." Okay, Jimmy, thanks, appreciate it.
You know what's funny is an example. I had a guy at work tell me, we use the whole dress thing as an example, but he was like, "Oh, hey, you know, I'm really feeling this dress on you. It looks really good." And what's funny is after I thought about it for a while, I was like, if I was another type of woman, if he had been a straight man, if he had been a straight man, I would have been like, what does he want? And it sounds so stupid, but because he was a gay man, I was actually very, very, very happy, and I was very happy.
Yeah, because he liked the dress because he wanted to wear the motherfucker.
I was on a higher level, but a gay man complimented me than it had been a straight guy.
It shouldn't be like that, right?
It shouldn't be like that.
I sure appreciate sundress season. If she's looking good in that motherfucking sundress, after I look, you know what I'm saying? I'll straight up, I'll be like, "Yo, you looking good in that dress today."
Thank you. He'll tell you.
No pervy, creepy type shit. You looking good in that motherfucker.
Yep.
And a lot of it does help.
I don't even make comments, bro.
No?
Not at all.
Why?
Not at all.
Because interpreted the wrong way?
Not at all, bro. It's just I don't know, bro. You know, I come from a different place than a lot of people who feed into these social medias, and I think that's where a lot of these conversations come from. But I just don't like feeding into narcissism, and I think that a lot of people walk around with a narcissistic attitude.
Meaning what?
Meaning that they
it's
want
all
to be
about them. Just they need gratification.
At the end of the day, that's what it is, bro. At the end of the day, women dress a certain way to get a certain amount of attention, whether you want to admit that or not. It's the truth.
Though. No, you're right. You're right.
It's the truth. But I'm not in a position where I want to feed into that, you know, because it comes with a lot of things. These discussions, it comes with implications. It comes with a lot of stuff. So if you look great, I'm gonna keep it to myself. You look great. You've probably been, seriously. You've probably been told. You've probably been told many times today already.
Right.
You know,
Add on to that list.
exactly. You know, I just stay in my lane.
Another one. Right.
It's not that I don't want to be or I do want to be. It's just I just kind of stay in my own lane. I just watch shit develop.
Okay.
You know?
The voyeur of life.
Yeah, the voyeur of life, so to speak.
Fair enough.
So to speak.
Fair
I
enough.
do have a lot of opinions though.
Okay.
So is chivalry dead then?
It depends on how we're defining chivalry.
Okay.
Polite, kind.
I don't think
And particularly to a woman.
I don't think kind human beings is dead. No, I don't think that concept's dead. But if that's what we're defining as chivalry, holding open doors, I do that for people all the time. Anytime I'm at a grocery store or anywhere else, and you're coming in, I open the door.
Hold on, Will. I am ill. Will said women these days make it hard for men to be nice. Instagram got some of these women gassed.
It's true.
Facts.
Exactly.
I told a girl she looked nice.
Right there.
All these other it was a picture of a big girl and a little nice beach body girl. They both taking a picture on posting a selfie or whatever at the beach. All these dudes like the one on the right, talking about her friend.
Yeah.
I get on there and say, yeah, both of y'all look nice.
Mm-hmm.
She hit me, with the like. She didn't even say thank you.
She just liked it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did she tell everybody else thank you?
I don't know. I unfriended her.
So even if you're not appreciated on social media, that's a deal breaker.
I don't know. If I got to think about it, I'll react and I'll just be like, you're a dummy. Unfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's kind of petty a little bit, but that's just me. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I'm trying to just show all these other people that's on your page showing that you look good too. It's not all about the girl that with the nice body or whatever. You look good. You know what I'm saying? There's a crowd for BBWs. You know what I'm saying? They look good to them.
You start sharing links.
I'm one of the fans.
Post it here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That looks good. She'd seen me with a like, and she could have been like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate that. Like, I'm trying to, and it wasn't, just trying to show her love.
Right.
So.
Did she appreciate it?
No.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe she didn't know how to appreciate it?
Thank you.
That doesn't exist.
Okay,
that's not a thing.
Thank you, not thank
you. That's not a thing, no.
Who might not be used to compliments.
That's not real.
You don't think it's real that if somebody like
in today's no. If you said that to me like in the 90s or when we was coming up, yeah, that would make sense.
But nowadays,
social media, the only reason, listen, it all comes back to social media, right? The relationships between men and women have been bad for a long time. You compound that with social media, and shit's just gotten worse, right? So as far as you don't know how to receive a compliment and act accordingly is a myth, because the only thing you're doing on social media is fishing for compliments.
Putting it out there. You
get them all the time.
That's the whole reason for social media, and that's the whole reason for women.
Yeah, it's just made people very unsocial.
Or giving your opinion.
Yeah.
Basically.
They want the likes.
Yeah.
It's a farce, bro. It's just
and
like
there's those couples who have the same account.
The joint account.
That's just weird.
That's a whole different topic. That's trust issues.
That was my question.
I mean, whatever you gotta do to maintain the trust in your relationship, that's y'all personal thing. You know what I mean? I definitely don't do no direct communication on those pages because it is weird. It's like I don't know who I'm responding to.
Yeah.
I had a couple they did that, and I was like, I felt weird because I didn't know who I was talking to.
Right.
I'm
So you know how to interact.
Right. Like, you know what? I'll just text you. I'll just text you. Never mind. I'll just text you.
If it's important, I'll text you.
This is weird. This is weird.
Well, when they break up, at some point you got to choose.
Man,
Right.
that happened to me. Who get
It happens all the
custody of the page with all the friends on it?
When my ex-husband and I got divorced, I literally was like, keep me on if you're not being friends with him. Keep me off if you. I literally only lost one person.
Man, why you gotta make people choose?
Because it was a hard divorce.
They're gonna choose anyway.
They were ugly. They would have chosen anyway. We're not just putting it out there.
They're gonna choose anyway.
Breakup. My ex just broke up with me last month, and within just like 2 days of us breaking up, like everybody stopped talking to me, delete me on Facebook. I'm like, damn, what the fuck I did to y'all? I thought it was cool.
I mean, but then you just find out who they was more loyal to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool one in that relationship.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, it's cool. I don't care either way. I'm gonna stay out.
Everybody's usually friends with the guy though. So
yeah. I came into that friendship when I dated him.
Yeah.
So that's how that happened. So I wasn't really sweating it. And like, you broke
Gave
up
up
with
your
me.
friends when you became one.
Some women don't know how to accept compliments.
Exactly. But
Social media literally killed the nice guy.
There you go.
Facts. Ill Will dropping jewels. Ill Will dropping jewels, man. I agree. Can we get the applause?
No.
Social media killed the nice guy. You nice to a girl nowadays, man. She think you trying to hit it.
I can't.
Are you a
agree
creeper?
with that type of thing,
Or you want
because
to
I'm not
smell
that
her
type
bra?
of-
Right, but you have to look at it in general, though, right? But generally it's true. I can give you a story, right?
I mean, but in general,
I can
it's
give you
your
a story,
perspective and
a social media story. I'm a photographer, right?
Mhm.
So I approached a young lady about a photo shoot. That was it, and that was all.
Naked?
Not at all. I don't even do that type of photography.
Why not?
I'm
fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you.
I
Go
just
ahead.
don't,
Go
but
ahead.
I mean, if you got the models that want to do that, I can. But anyway, so I asked her if she wanted to shoot, and then she said she did, and I don't even remember what the next comment was. I think I said, "Can we choose a time?" And then she flipped on me and said, "Don't be up in my DM just because I answered your question. Get up out of here." And I'm like,
You should have blocked her.
Yeah,
I did, bro. I mean, I did. I unfriended her and I blocked her. But I mean, the whole point is, I don't really understand.
That's egotistical, right?
It's mental illness, is what it is. And that's what social media is breeding. It's breeding a society of mental illness. It really is. You take these chicks who swear, and they go as far as to screenshot and put dudes on blast for giving them compliments. It's gotten that far.
You know what I call that?
But you take these same chicks. I guarantee you, if your DM runs dry, half these chicks will be trying to commit suicide tomorrow.
But you know what I call that when females post stuff and then they get angry?
What?
Reverse thirst. Because you posted it because you was thirsty
We
for
all
attention.
know that.
We all know that. You posted it because you was thirsty for attention.
We know
And
that.
now you want to make it a show. You know
Facebook
what I mean?
is the land of the narcissist.
You
We
know
know
what I mean?
that.
So I mean that's why we just take our likes back and block them so they can die.
It's not even that. It's not even that serious. I don't even go like the phone I have with me right now. The phone I take with me out in public doesn't even have social media on it.
Yeah.
Right? I have social media on my other phone. But the bottom line is, I don't. It ain't suspect. It's when I'm out, bro. I'm out doing things, but social media doesn't run my life.
Right.
I'm not gonna go to a restaurant, bro, and be on my phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go to Crondo's house and be on my phone. I'm on Crondo's house to chill with Crondo. You see what I'm saying? So there's no reason for me to bring social media with me. But as far as like social media for me, it's fun. Like I've become somewhat of a troll in my own right. I go on there. I go on there to see things on my wall and make comments about them.
Let me say something real quick.
Oh God.
It's a girl. I don't know if she's watching it now. I don't even care. But she's doing a BBW model thing. She says a dating site. She's advertising the dating site. She's all like, "Oh, but if you want to meet nice curvy girls, you shut up. I ain't moving my butt. So I'm just doing what she's doing. She's swaying and shit. Yeah, I hit the ha. She hopping my invite. Why you laughing? And this and that. And I was like, yo, that shit's fucking funny. Like, niggas ain't gonna go on that shit. And then she deleted me on, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Damn, this ain't too much personal. Calm down.
Like big girls need love too, man.
Yeah.
Right, funny, man. She
ain't want you to be laughing at that though.
People laugh at me all the time.
And you block them.
That was a serious post
No.
you was laughing at.
I blocked her for not being chivalrous.
Chivalristic.
But likes, attention.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's social media today. Like that's the new income streams, views.
No.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Half these people aren't selling anything. You so worried about followers like you ain't selling shit.
This is true.
Fuck you need followers for?
This is true.
To be a narcissist. To post silly dumb shit. Motherfuckers be posting shit like, I just got done cleaning my kids' room, time for mine. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
Like what
You put your
mental
blinds up and
illness, like
shit.
really, what mental illness
Wearing some booty
stopped you
shorts.
from doing everything you were doing? Pick up your phone to tell us that shit. No one gives a fuck.
I mean, that's the first thing it asks you when you log on.
Right.
What's on your mind?
Right.
That's on your mind? And we
Maybe
need to know.
it is.
That's crazy.
Maybe it is.
And you need to you feel compelled to share it.
Hey, I'm not one of them people.
That's
I'm on
crazy.
there. I'm on here for strictly business.
That's different though.
You know what I
But you keep see, it's like a salesperson who's scared to make phone calls because they know they wouldn't buy the shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't put yourself in the equation because you're not mentally ill.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that, Mike?
As far as like should we being dead, like no question. I mean, like low key. I mean, I kind of think it is dead. As far as like not based on how it's been react to the situation, but like I agree with you. You know what I mean? I think like social media is kind of like taking a real big toll on how not just older women are, which is even more fucked up because older women be on that shit too.
Man, they
You
know
what I'm
better.
saying? And I'm not throwing no jazz in there, you feel me? Because I've been with older women, younger, whatever the case may be, and it's like I don't see like no difference. Like if you're mature, it's because you were raised like that and you want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just like you said, I can be anywhere. A girl gonna be on her phone if she is just not talking to somebody, or she's gonna find nothing else to do. But the phone's gonna be the number one thing. You know what I'm saying? I remember like when my sister got caught in some Fed shit. The only thing she was mad about was the police taking her phone. Like, that's it, nigga. Like that's bad right there. I'm like, what would you do if like that shit just went away? You know what I mean? And it's like,
and people get crazy over it.
Yeah, they go
when
wild.
like social media went out a few months ago, people were literally calling 911 because they were freaking the hell out. I mean, that's
That shit is
bad.
Become an addiction.
Yeah,
becoming a
bad. Like you're calling the cops.
I don't know what 9 to 5. Yeah, I was at my 9 to 5 and all of a sudden I logged in and like I finally got a chance to log into Facebook after work. And all I see down my timeline, people complaining that something. I'm like, it ain't that serious. Like it really.
and it's not that I like don't like want to give like a woman like a compliment because I always want to. Like no matter if you beautiful, or, like if you a decent looking woman, but you have like that glow like that day, I'm like, hey, you look nice today. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's because that maybe they get hit on too much. Maybe it's unexpected. They're just like, I don't know what to do. So sometimes I can't throw like they just doing that shit because they think I'm just a nigga that's trying to hit it. You know what I'm saying? It could be just because it's unexpected. I don't know what to do.
But at the same time,
You
if
know
they're a
what I'm
decent
saying?
human being, if you're giving them a compliment, they're gonna reciprocate back and say, "Thank you."
Yeah, but I mean,
But
that can also depend on
see, that
if
comes
you
with
get
learned
compliments a lot.
behavior. That comes with learned behavior, and the problem is nowadays that learned behavior comes from social media.
Yes.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
definitely.
Definitely.
And you really can't dispute that because we just now had a conversation about how no one can put their phone down.
Yeah.
So if you can't put your phone down, the only thing that's feeding your mind is social media. Then where are you learning anything from? And it's not people of my age bracket. Maybe some of them, some of it
I'm
is.
saying it's
But
everywhere.
the sad part about it is it's the youth that's coming up and they don't know any better. It's to the point where you don't even got to think for yourself. Social media tells you what to think and what you like.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the sad part about it is people really are walking around here thinking that they're having original ideas. You're not.
Yeah.
These ideas were given to you.
They're letting it. It's sad because it's so apparent now because you have people who are making good money by being influencers.
Yeah.
You know, these influencers are out there and, you know, some 14,
It's a real
15-year-old
thing.
wants to go and buy an $150 makeup palette because somebody posted a picture of it and that's what they're paid to do. They're paid to make a company money so that they can get paid. And so you completely lose your own manner of thinking. You don't even learn how to think anymore because like you said, everything is being done for you.
Yep.
It's to the point where people don't even write posted. They just share shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, but a lot of that also does fall. We can blame social media.
It is what it is. But I mean, it just proves a point. I mean, it's to the point where you ain't even got to think about what you want to post. You just find something and you adapt that to you. That's my mood, I guess. Post, share. That's how I feel.
But then you also, like you said, like, you know, the youth. So then we have to kind of look at ourselves and if we have children, and we all have children that we interact with in our lives, be it nieces, nephews, children, grandchildren, cousins, whatever, then where is our role in that to nurture them in a different manner, where it's not that they're not being raised by social media, that they're not letting, the Kardashians and Cardi B and everybody influence everything.
I ain't got no cable in my house.
Exactly, and things like that.
My kids come home with their cell phone, they got to put it on the counter.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to create structure for your kids.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if your kid is being raised by TV, social media, you just a lazy ass parent.
Yep.
Period.
Yeah, but I feel like if you as the parent, if you're already trapped into that, it's like, how can you train your kids to not be trapped into
Look,
that?
addiction them.
You know what I mean? Like,
addiction.
it's going to be something that's going to stick to them as soon as they come out the womb.
I mean, but everybody thinks, oh, it's so cute. The little 2-year-old knows how to log onto YouTube. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. They know how to like on Instagram. It's like, but when that 14-year-old is sitting in front of you and you have absolutely no connection with them, how cute is it then?
Yep.
And unfortunately, the people who are becoming parents now are not seeing that bigger picture.
Right.
Where your little girl might look adorable, posing and doing selfies in, full length near the age of 3. Okay, that's cute.
That's not.
But are you going to think that's cute at the age of 16 or 17 when she's half dressed and doing it?
Not even at that age, like 13.
Yeah, exactly.
12.
So so we as these adults in the youth lives, regardless of what role you have in it. You see a kid, if you're hanging out with your nephew and he's on the phone all the time, like, dude, what the fuck? Put it down. Like, make that, like you said, build that structure. I'm going to take you out because you're my nephew, but we will not have phones out. We will not have electronics out. And start building those relationships.
Building that bond.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew I was going to be that way as a parent when I was in the doctor's office and I seen a kid have a full-blown tantrum because their parents took their iPad. I was like, oh, hell no. You know what I mean? Like, we're not doing that.
And then it's so sad because it's such a fight that we as adults are just willing to give up so easily. We're just like, okay, take it. Just go. Just, leave me alone. And instead of investing that time.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. I don't care what the law says. I whoop your ass in the store. I'll whoop your ass.
Real shit.
Anywhere you have a tent.
Anywhere.
But
I don't see what happens. Listen, I think you come from the same. I think you come from the same generation I come from. Bottom line is this:
sharing our ages.
I'm not going to disclose any of that. But bottom line is this: this is how I feel, and this how I was raised. See what happens. What happens is I'm gonna do a little jail time, and ultimately, what's going to happen to me is your ass is going to be a ward of the state. You're going to get the fuck out of my house. So that's what's going to happen. So we're both going to get what we want at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, if I can't discipline you, you can't live here.
Right.
So if it takes me to beating your ass in public and me doing a little sit down time, and at the end of the day, you go to the state, then that's where you go. So I don't let laws and things dictate how I'm going to react to my children,
right?
Or anybody or anything else. And that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different topic. But tantrums and iPads.
But it just has to like relate to those situations as far as a silvery period with it just being human beings. Like, I agree with y'all on. I just don't think it's a man versus woman versus man. It's just in general. Like, I can go to the store and I can open up the door and it can be a man or woman. I don't give a fuck what it is. If they don't say thank you, I say you're welcome. Every single time, guarantee I will say that shit. Now, one time will a person say something to me because they know they didn't want for shit. Or I've had some people say, oh, my bad, like, thank you, man. Like, I appreciate that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But even that, like, that's crazy. Like, that people just can't even honor that shit.
Right.
Like,
You gotta hit them
I
with
want to do it no more, but I do it because that's
when
how
one crying don't say nothing, you gotta hit him with that. You dropped your pocket.
Hey, that's a good one. I'm just going to fuck this shit up.
Oh my god.
Break time. All right.
Break time.
How do we
2-minute break?
Okay, yeah, you got
it. Chivalry is dead.
Careful, he will unfriend you.
Right. Cool. Like, make sure
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be back. We're doing a 10-minute break. Stay tuned.
I say something nice, I mean.
Is
say
it
something nice, you mean? Oh, you mean it?
Something nice, I mean.
Ride it to your own, gotta take your own road. If you do it at your own, you'll be slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down. Ride to your own, ride it to your own in your own lane. It's a one way, do your thing. We be slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down victory road. I'm smoking kush, knocking that THC. I'm blow. Just bought a new caddy and I'll blow the speakers out. Make sure they hear me coming and what we speak about. So who you speaking on? Better be good news. Yeah, I be rapping my G, but I give you the blues. I see blue skies and white clouds. It's a good day. Crack a brew, crack a smile. Hey, it's a W. All I do is win. They know I can't fuck with you. We get it in around here. All my niggas loyal when I'm loyal back. Have a meeting, smoke a 100 sack. Smoke something, bitch. With that chronic guy. Witness how we living, you see my vision exact. That tunnel beam turn my dreams to reality. That's why I'm killing these niggas. Fatality. Ride to your own, ride it to your own. Gotta take your own road. If you do it, that's your own. That's your slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down. Ride to your own, ride it to your own in your own lane. It's a one way, do your thing, we gon' slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down victory, slide down.
My niggas G cut from the cloth you never seen. Emerald green, if you broke, what you telling me? Misdemeanor niggas, but my G's about felonies. Higher up, better, higher trying. But we been proper spit, holler, that flow, get chips, dollars. When we hit, holler, flood the block, cause my clique got a nigga trip, bust his head open like a pinata. My nigga, we hit proper, I ain't even got a lot. No, I'm paparazzi fly, never sloppy, wrist rocky. Watch you copy off my guys, we on profit on the rise. Yeah, nigga, get like us, like us, get fired. THC, bitch, yeah, my clique higher. Victory, we spin by you, hustle, never get tired. All I do is speak the truth. But you niggas big liars. Runners victory that pass right by you. We veterans. Step your game up. We're getting tight.
Ride to your own. Ride it to your own. Gotta take your own road. If you do then that's your own. That's your slide down victory. Slide down victory. Slide down victory. Slide down. Ride to your own. Ride it to your own in your own lane. It's a one way. Do your thing. We gon' slide down victory. Slide down victory. Slide down victory. Slide down.
Niggas putting out tracks, man. He ain't doing nothing with it. That they flop, man. When we do it, we bet it's hot. What the fuck you do, my nigga? Let's get it.
Yeah. It's a TAC, Big Fam Connection, Shot Town, First City, stand up, yeah.
Hey yo, we coming from the bottom to the top. Hot shit, make it knock, cause we heavy on the block. In the middle of the club, we bang and make the club rock. Put it out, bet you flop, we put it out, bet it's hot, hot. Hey yo, we coming from the bottom to the top. Hot shit, make it knock, cause we heavy on the block. In the middle of the club, we bang and make the club rock. Put it out, bet you flop, we put it out, bet it's hot, hot.
I'm back again, and yeah, some. I do my thing from the shot to the zone. Been the man of the house since the day I was born. I'm from two cities where they known to get their head flown. It's Kid Come and Crime though. We can pass and shoot. We ain't grind though. He passing me the mic just so that I can flow. Then we gon' shoot to the block and pick up all the dough. Yeah, baby call. She wanna be touched, she wanna be held, she wanna be clutched. The way she busts a nut, it's nothing but a rush. And every time I finish, she come and lick it up. She bow it down, she calling me daddy. I'm mobbing in the Chevy, my game is so savvy. The way she give me money, you think I'm slanging cabbie. But now I'm rationing dick, that's why she mad at me. Calm.
Hey yo, we coming from the bottom to the top. Hot shit, make it knock, cause we heavy on the block. In the middle of the club, we bang and make the club rock. Put it out, bet you flop, we put it out, bet it's hot, hot. Hey yo, we coming from the bottom to the top. Hot shit, make it knock, cause we heavy on the block. In the middle of the club, we bang and make the club rock. Put it out, bet you flop, we put it out, bet it's hot, hot. I'm coming through straight, rude, west raps, best straps, test cats, run through you like X-Lax. That mean I'm shitting on you, spitting on you, dipping on you. And if your bitch bad, guaranteed I'm hitting on her. See me on the block, man, bet I sell harder. Want a stone, then I give you a break like Neil Carter on my 80s, baby shit. She a lady, crazy bitch, rolling crazy in the whip. She about to pay me, then I dip. I'm an asshole. Nice guys finish last, but I'ma get the cash, split the math, hit the ass. With my nigga King Kong in the Shot Town, reppin', rolling with THC. We like the West Side Connection with no Vaseline. Yeah, I'm going in her. You fucking with a winner, my nigga. You's a beginner, and I'm colder than a winter. Eating beats just like it's dinner, posting up just like a sinner. Condo, fucking with a nigga. Hey yo, we coming from the bottom to the top. Hot shit, make it knock, cause we heavy on the block. In the middle of the club, we bang and make the club rock. Put it out, bet you flop, we put it out, bet it's hot, hot. Hey yo, we coming from the bottom to the top. Hot shit, make it knock, cause we heavy on the block. In the middle of the club, we bang and make the club rock. Put it out, bet you flop, we put it out, bet it's hot, hot.
It's a new day, it's a new life.
Thank God for a new day. Thank God for a new day. Thank God for a new day. Cause what goes up must come down. But if I ever fall off, I'm coming right back round. Like, it's a new day, but I feel like a field nigga working all day for no pay. What's the deal, nigga? Trying to shackle me down, I'm such a flight risk. Take off quick, Tower Man, Iron Fist, though. Catch fade, no barber, it's time to harbor and slaughter these little rappers who yelling they all trappers. Broke as fuck. These niggas don't know what's up. You busy just trying to be down. That's why I ain't fucking with you clowns. Man, my partners from way back. Push wigs way back. Give you the wavy hair. You don't need no wave. No, totally, dude. I take you through the valley. We valley high. But you can be deaf like Dark Alleys and Killer Cali. Eye for an eye, we gon' rally like history. Your present misery. Delay the dally. Dilate your pupil. Microphone chopper, checker. Yeah, I wreck shit. I do it for respect. Thank God for a new day. Thank God for a new day. Yeah, I thank God for a new day. Cause what goes up must come down. But if I ever fall off, I'm coming right back round live.
Fuck they fake. Birthday kid, can't touch my cake. Try to rush my space. I learn a scene like Jaheem just in case. Just catch a fade, I'm a barber, nigga, cut your face. I damage, I'm impulsive. Savages is rolling. Bastard, I'm laughing. How can they be the dopest? I'm erratic, but I'm focused. Smashing on some hope shit. I take this right hook, help you manage your emotions. Said by yours truly, crew be unruly. Toolies on stoolies, yeah, his ass niggas sue me. I ain't got 2 chains, but I got 2 heats. Niggas into the dragon shotty kick like Bruce Lee. Cutting trees down to smoke the loose leaves. Call me Mr. QP, selling gas QT. Got his condo, big quarterback, Drew Brees. And I'm walking hard, talking like my words grew feet, nigga.
Thank God for a new day. Thank God for a new day. I thank God for a new day. Cause what goes up must come down. But if I ever fall off, I'm coming right back around. I'm the greatest, so these suckers can't break me. Knocking niggas out since the 80s is crazy. Close up, vicious, raw, spitting like it's AZ. I'm the one, so she wanna have my baby. Look, I ain't fucking with these thirsty bras. Chicken head, dick for bread on me, then she break me off. I'm crossing niggas, better play me soft. I gotta jump, I ain't tryna ball. I'm from the hood, yeah, I rap that. Cock back, blow niggas, scalp back. With that, rock that. Watch it all come back. I'm getting money, niggas, stop that. Like, nigga, where your nut at? That was real, so I'm all in. I'm the realest in these streets, you niggas fall dead. I'm the breath of life, like I'm next to Christ. And I'm trying to win, so I'm balling, bitch, nigga. I thank God for a new day. I thank God for a new day. I thank God for a new day. Cause what goes up must come down. But if I ever fall off, I'm coming right back round live.
Hey, say my nigga, one thing I learned about pain, it hurt for the moment, but if you survive it renders a great reward.
Dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's clone. I can't see the right and wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of beer, liquid dripping about my peers, yeah. Dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's clone. I can't see the right and wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of beer, liquid dripping about my peers.
Broke home, broke bill, knocking don't even make sense, cause my headphones on full blast. Mama on that bullshit, shiny guns on real thugs. That's who I'm raised with. Killers at my front door, murder out my window. Liquid out my left eye. What the fuck that there for? Lighting up that endo, flipping, reminiscing of dead bros. Feeling fucked off in my membrane. Devil saying I'm insane. My eardrums bang the lie, and now I'm on that bullshit. Praying on that 7th day. Be Christ in the worst way. Having 3 songs with good bras, and I don't give them no play. Just OE and wet dreams. I'm fresh off that slave shit so handy, especially off that brandy. No healthcare, no soul care, feeling like no one cares. My attitude so militant, so spiritual, it's evident. Go elephant in search town, I'll Samson all this shit down. Samson all this shit down.
Dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's clone. I can't see the right and wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of beer, liquid dripping about my peers, yeah. Dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's clone. I can't see the right and wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of beer, liquid dripping about my peers.
I dreamed it, I lived it, don't even glamorize, I did it. Just wanna fantasize, get with it. I will damage your whole spirit, cause you know you ain't living right. Stick it to you, no knife, no bark or bite. In the clutch, but it's your life. If you choose up, choose wisely. You don't know what my life be, you don't know a nigga like me. me. I'm too cool to be grimy, too fresh to ever hate, too smart to ever starve. I'm so ambitious, bitch, is how I do it. Miss it, go hard. My only advice, know your worth, name your price. When you go, you gotta go. That's life. That's death. What's left? What's right? Gunfight. All black. Midnight. Lights out. Looking at your eyelids. Swing down. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live. Be forgiven for my sins. Bleed through my pen. Through my pain. Militant. Mind frame. I've been seen.
Dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's home, can't see right or wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of fear, they were dripping about my pen, shit, dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's home, can't see right or wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of fear, they were dripping about my pen, schizophrenia, the millennia, plenty of niggas that know my name, I don't fuck with you motherfuckers, and don't you fuck with me the same. Brain strange, flames of fury, really neurotic indeed. Did the conception thing and dip before we could ever see a seed. Papa, please let me breathe. My lungs filled with blood. Murderous thoughts leave brains numb. My feet are dripped up off my tongue. I ain't gon' run, I'm gon' gun. I ain't that tight, so I'm gon' fight. Fuck the fight. Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad. Give me advice, give me the light, give me the light. Maybe tomorrow I could be changed. I can see fame, I can see things, I can see joy, but it's the pain. Picture my name, picture the frame, picture this picture, picture no pain. Picture my adversaries and burials, several funerals in one day. Making a way for the path to straight. Trying to live long on a dying day. 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 Dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's home, can't see right or wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of fear, they were dripping about my head, shit, dreams of a broken man, product of a broken home, broken promises alone, genetically my father's home, can't see right or wrong, I own my sin, sacrificial tears of fear, they were dripping about my head.
What's up? We back, everybody.
New topic.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. I'm not even ready for this one. I don't know what to talk about it.
New topic. We in Phoenix, man. Go to the cameras, man.
We in Phoenix.
We in Phoenix talking about that the viral video that went out last week or a couple of weeks ago with the
yeah, we really wouldn't be much
of police and
talking about this.
Pulling the pigs pulling the gun on the family for the dollar store.
Yeah. Oh,
robbery. The dollar store robbery.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, the dollar store robbery is what we're calling it.
The dollar store caper.
Yeah, they was acting like the motherfuckers pulled a gun or robbed a bank.
Right.
Or that type of shit, man, and it fucking around and went viral. And this isn't the first time that Phoenix police has been, the eyes on them. Just a couple of 3 weeks ago, they was on the news for the Facebook social media comments talking about Mexicans, Muslims, blacks, basically everybody, man. And the comments that they made and all that type of shit. So my input is, my question is, have y'all seen the video and what do you think? I'll start with Jack.
Yeah, I did see the video. The main camera, well, I saw only the one angle, which was somebody in the apartment that was filming with their phone. It looked like just any apartment you would see in Phoenix, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know where it was, but it was somewhere here, close. But yeah, it was real disturbing to look at. I thought when you're watching it, I literally thought they were going to shoot at any moment just because of how it's like, how intensified the fucking confrontation is and the way the cops just screaming just obscenities and profanities, you know what I mean? It's totally unprofessional. It sounded like some gang shit. Like, get the fuck out the fucking car. He's like swearing and shit, you know what I mean? Like, that shit was crazy as fuck. To be honest,
everybody else already seen it.
To be honest, I'm sure everybody saw it, but in a nutshell, it's basically there's the whole thing with it's reported that the kid stole a doll from a dollar store, and then the police are saying that there's extra stuff on the reports, and then there's also surveillance footage inside the store, which no one knows. But apparently, it justifies. It justifies. But honestly, I saw the freshest comment, and my opinion of this is exactly what my buddy said. I can't remember homie's name that posted the comment, but he said, "You would have thought they robbed a fucking bank."
Right.
Because literally, I was like, Jesus Christ, like that is the most intense shit. You know what I mean? Bottom line is it was a man and a woman and their children that were, you know what I mean, that was in that video. And the way they were, especially once they got the man out and then there's kids in the car, like there's got to be a way to go about that. And I'm sure they didn't follow the fucking police procedures, whatever the fuck they are.
Right.
I don't know how that shit works, but if that's what they're training, then that shit's fucking insane, dude. That's war tactics and stuff. You know what I mean? That's like treating fucking.
It's been war though.
That's war shit. Yeah,
it's been war.
It's a completely disturbing video, and I think that the most disturbing part about it is that they're lucky that they fucking lived, because any moment that shit was so intense, dude. I was thinking shots were gonna get fired, like somebody, and as soon as one fucking shot gets pulled, then it's like 6 cops dumping. You know what I mean? And it becomes one of those fucking 35 bullets in the car and shit. You know what I mean? Type videos.
And it feels like them. Oh, I was threatened for my life.
Shot and all that stuff. You're like, the worst part about that shit is that they are lucky and they didn't get shot. That's like the fucking, in my opinion. So yeah, it's a horrible fucking video.
Yeah.
And I was right around the corner. So.
Oh shit.
Well, it's like, what was it, like the 35th or some shit? I don't remember the address exactly.
The store was on 32nd Street in McDowell.
Yeah.
And the apartment complex was down the street off of Roosevelt. I think like 36th Street Roosevelt was where the apartment complex was.
So like 36 and Roosevelt.
East Phoenix. Yeah, East Phoenix. It went down, man. That just shows what they think and their psychological outlook. You know what I'm saying on shit. If that's how you coming at a family, that's scary, bro. And at the same time, I've been pulled over, and I've had straps pulled on me by the police twice. You know, I thank God I'm alive still, but like that's some real ass scary ass shit, man. Fuck the police, fuck the pigs. Fuck.
I'll tell you right now.
Like what I'm saying too. I don't give a fuck, bro.
I've been
Like,
pulled over plenty of
y'all.
times. And guess what? Never had a strap pulled on me once. Why is that?
Because you look like Braveheart.
Exactly. I mean, it's all in agreement here, but I'm saying there's an honest fucking thing. Like I've done shit worse, like pounds in the car type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, not trying to incriminate myself, but I've already gone through that legal shit. You know what I mean? And the state of Utah already knows how we you know, it was an attempt to do this and an attempt to do that. You know what I mean? So it already got settled.
What you think, Mike?
Point is, there were no guns ever involved on my fucking crazy ass. I've been pulled over plenty of times.
I mean,
that don't happen to fucking white people.
I've been involved, you know, with the police.
I know we went on a little cheap break, man, but y'all niggas are talking hella low. Where's it?
Oh, it's your headphones, nigga.
Nah, it's because maybe the headphones would be turned up.
Right.
We just gotta get in the mic.
Everybody's heads where everybody's
All right, no, ask the Mike's trying to answer the question. Mike's trying to answer the question.
What I think is that, you know, I've been in the situations where the police have been, you know, discriminated towards me or my homeboys, my cousins, whatever that the case may be. But if you really like look into it, the chief of police now for Phoenix, Arizona is Jerry Williams.
Yes.
Jerry Williams was also
the
chief of police in Oxnard, California. And if you look through her whole entire history, she's done like crazy shit, like where she don't give no grief and no justice for families, period. And she did it for years out there. And now she's the chief of police out here in Phoenix.
So she was the chief of police in Oxnard, California. She had backlash and bullshit that happened with her
out there. She got fired.
She's our chief.
Now she's exactly.
I know.
So if you look into that shit, bro, like
that's the lady that was doing the interview talking about how the police report doesn't state that. The police report doesn't state that. That's all she kept saying. It's like they fucking lie on the police reports.
Look, man.
I can't believe the fucking shit.
Fuck them pigs, man.
First of all, people are arguing about the whole justification of the whole incident, and I want to dismiss all that. I don't give a fuck what they were stealing. The point is that they weren't doing anything that was of violence towards anybody.
Yeah,
it was a non-violent crime. They approached these people as if they were terrorists, and to be telling a pregnant woman that you'll bust a cap in her head.
Oh yeah, that was the worst shit.
Bust a cap. Are we in training day or something? Like, what the? Is this your police conduct for civilians out here?
That's their psychological outlook.
So, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about what any of the circumstances. With this, it's bigger than what the family did. is bigger because this has been an ongoing thing with Phoenix PD out here. I've had very few encounters with police, but every time I have been met with aggression.
I would have bought the fucking dollar store, that Barbie. Yeah, they owe the money for the shit. Right. Fuck out their face. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't go down like that.
But at the end of the day, though,
dollar store Barbie.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I like to play devil's advocate. So I always have been taught to look.
I wouldn't do that right now.
I know.
This might not be the time.
But it has to be because if we continue to not look at all angles, then you're not going to learn from the other side. That's just, you know what I mean? That's just respect. Exactly. It's just about learning and being empathetic. So here's the deal. I believe that the majority of everyone in this room, if not everyone in this room, everyone in our communities, everyone around the country who has seen this video, can agree that it's not up for debate, can agree that in the manner in which the officers approached was unjustified. That there was no reason for them to approach the family in that manner. None. I mean, I think we can all agree with that. Like, no, that was some bullshit. That was over the top aggressive. We get that. Okay. My other side of it, and honestly, I will be honest, without giving any names or types of relationships, I've got people very, very close to me who are in the police. Okay. However, and so of course we worry for them, you know, on a daily for other reasons. They're cops. Shit happens. We get that. Looking at it on the flip side of it, I have always been taught that if you take it from that point and go backwards with it, yeah, officers fucked up. Should not have made that aggressive of a stop. Take some onus as to why you were followed by the police. Take some responsibility and own the shit that the police would have never been called to a shoplifting case had you not shoplifted. Take some responsibility for that. The video was released from the dollar store, from the Family Dollar, clearly showing that it wasn't just a small doll. Not that, again, and I have to continue to say that this does not justify the officer's actions.
Well, wait a minute. The parents should have put their kids in a situation like that.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish with what I'm saying. It wasn't one of the little Barbie dolls. I saw a family member during the press conference on Monday holding a little Barbie doll up. That's not what it was. It was actually a case probably about yay big, in a 4-year-old's hand, clearly walking out of the store, clearly with a female who had yet to be determined if it was the mother who was with her, clearly looking down and seeing the child walk out with the store after she had put things back because she wasn't going to wait in line. So it was clearly that the adult female, not saying that it was the pregnant mother, the adult female saw what the child was doing, and instead of being an adult, a responsible adult, a responsible role model in this child's life, and saying, you know what, honey, we didn't pay for that. We need to put that back. Allow the child to continue to walk out. Again, and I have to keep going back. Yeah, fuck. They should not have fucking approached the family in that way.
I think
but if you don't want the police to follow you and you don't want the police, then don't fucking break the rules.
I think what you're doing is painting a very dangerous situation. It's creating excusability for the police.
No, should they have stole some? No.
Exactly. Period. Point blank. That's why we have
But do the crime fit the response?
No. And that's exactly why I prefaced my comments.
You can't make any type of excuses.
No, I know what I'm doing.
What you're doing, you're normalizing.
I'm not normalizing because the first thing I said was the cops fucked up.
And then you throw a but in there, and when you put buts in situations, it dismisses everything you said before.
If I don't want to be followed by a police,
still okay. It's still allowable. If I don't want to be followed
by a police officer and I drive around with expired tags, that's a fucking invite for a fucking cop who comes up behind me to pull my ass over.
I should get pulled over and get a ticket. I shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have had.
But I shouldn't have.
Nobody drive around with expired tags by a choice. Sorry, it just don't happen like that.
And I understand.
Me too. I've done it. Shit.
Like, having to have a choice. I
4-year-olds shouldn't be held accountable.
4-years should not be held accountable.
Thank you so much, Melanin Love. Speak on it.
4-years should not be held accountable.
I'll start towards you. Speak on it.
They were with
parents. They were with adults.
And
the
even if it was the adults, though, it's just being held
And
that
the
way.
police knew that when they approached them, so they should have acted as such.
Exactly. And
that's all that matters.
And I'm not.
That's all that matters.
I'm not debating that fact.
But you are.
But you're saying that the parents should have put them kids.
No, this is what I think. They should have rolled up. They would have said, "Hey, these motherfuckers say y'all stealing shit. Is y'all stealing shit?
Yeah,
Go
that's
over there, look
it.
at the camera and see that they stole the shit. And take her to jail for shoplifting. She would have been out in a couple of hours.
Absolutely.
So the fact that you come out with you know, put the straps and all.
I think the police officers need to not just lose their jobs. I think they need to. And there's so many things that needs to happen to them. And the first and foremost is that those motherfuckers should not be on the goddamn streets protecting, quote unquote, the community. Those types of officers have no business to wear a badge and to be in that uniform. I am not disputing that. I am wholeheartedly agree with that. You know, but again,
fire them motherfuckers and make them pay fucking restitution.
Absolutely.
But see,
on top of that,
and you saying but. You keep them missing everything before that. You can't say but. You have to say is one thing cross because they're trained. They're trained to deal with the public in such a way. We're not trained to deal with police.
If we don't want the police to stop us, then maybe we shouldn't do shit that will make them come and look for us.
There's laws as a citizen. If a person enters my home, I have to meet them with equal force. The police should be adhered to the same thing.
And I agree with that.
Equal force.
I am not in any manner arguing that fact. Absolutely.
But what you are saying is this. Basically, what you're saying is this.
Oh, your interpretation of what I'm saying.
No. I'm going to tell you what you're saying. It's obvious what you're saying. I don't do euphemisms. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
What you're saying is, because you know the police protocol is to pull you over or to approach you with weapons drawn, just don't fuck up.
No,
that is what you said. Let me finish. You've been talking for a long time, and you've been saying a bunch of bullshit, right? Because first off, we don't work for the police.
You're right, we don't.
The police work for us.
You're absolutely right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
So when the protocol is that you get out of your motherfucking squad car and pull guns on people with minor infractions, there's a fucking problem.
You're right.
No, let me finish. So to say that if you don't want these types of problems, don't fuck up. No, don't fucking have that behavior. And if the excuse is you're fucking afraid, then don't fucking be a cop because that's your fucking job. Right? And if you're afraid of every fucking person you approach, then there's something fucking wrong with you. And one last thing is the police don't act outside of protocol. You understand what I'm saying? If the police are doing this on the frequent, that's because it's within protocol. So don't blame this on the private sector. That's what the fucked up problem is with everybody.
We have to take responsibility. We have to take responsibility for our behavior.
I don't give responsibility for fucking what?
For fucking stealing. It's
shit!
But that's not.
But it's warranted. It's warranted. It's warranted.
How they approach it?
Let me ask you this.
They should have got pulled over, but that's not.
So do you think?
But that pullover should have been so extra.
Do you think the response matched the fucking problem?
Absolutely
Okay, so that's all we're talking about. This debate had nothing to do with whether or not you should shoplift. We all fucking know you shouldn't shoplift. The debate is, should the police fucking pull guns on you when you're doing minor infractions or anything else to that matter?
Now, let me ask you this though. Did you not hear me
Listen,
preface?
I don't give a fuck what you said. It does not matter. It does not matter. Listen, here's the problem.
In that manner.
Here's the problem. You're a prime example of what's wrong with society now because we all want to blame each other, right? But it's not your fault. Lay me out. It's not your fault. It's propaganda that makes you think that way. And let me explain. Because propaganda pushes the idea that we all have to choose sides, right? They pit us against each other, right? The truth of the matter is, every time I turn on the radio, every time I turn on the TV, they're talking about racism. The bottom line is this: racism doesn't exist on the scale that they say it does. And I'll make another point after this. Because every time I walk into Walmart, it's a whole bunch of different people in there. Ain't no riots going on. I drive Lyft, pick up all kinds of people. They see my face before I come get them. If they didn't like me because I was black, they didn't even have to accept the ride. Right. You see what I'm saying? I work around white people. Ain't no riots going on at my job. When was the last time you seen a race riot? Right. You understand? This is propaganda, right? So they pit you against me, and we're all looking at each other. Who did you blame when they fucking stole all that goddamn money and everybody lost their fucking jobs and everybody lost their houses and all these homeless people was on? Who did you blame? Nobody. You didn't give a shit. You didn't give a shit. But do you understand what that did to this economy? Do you understand what's happening because of that? You're blaming the wrong motherfuckers. Place blame where it's due. Right, okay. It's not you. It's not him. It's not your neighbor. There's a root problem going on, and it has nothing to do because we don't control shit.
Right. Okay. There is.
You understand that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm not.
So don't blame it. Don't blame it on people who shoplift because shoplifting is not a serious offense.
And I completely agree with you. It is not.
No, everything you said was bullshit. No. And when I was sitting next to you, I thought you had some type of intelligence. But for you to sit here and talking about
I think intelligence,
this, but that.
No, but here's
listen. You're just a victim of what the fuck is going on.
No, not at all. Not by any means.
Yes, you are.
When I started, and I've made it very clear that I was going to play devil's advocate.
That ain't devil's advocate. You're choosing sides. You're choosing sides because you have a bias.
How is it choosing sides if I'm agreeing that?
Listen, you also said I have people in the police PD. You have a bias.
How is that?
You have a bias.
My bias would actually be like, you know what? They were completely justified.
You have a bias. It's obvious. You have a bias.
Working within an organization. But see, it's like it's not worth your argument the way you're saying that. Yeah, we all know this shit got pulled over. They were stealing. That's not the question. That's not even the topic of the discussion.
Exactly.
It's simply how they handle that. Don't you think fucking everybody loves that stupid show, fucking the Gallaghers and that dysfunctional white family? They go steal all day long and they don't have to talk to the goddamn cops at all. You know what I mean? My point is this. Like, that is not.
A lot of people don't even understand. Basically, most contact that the police have with you are infractions on your civil rights. Do you understand that?
Of course.
They detain people without any cause, and people don't understand that they can just walk the fuck away.
Right.
But what happens is they entertain these conversations, and police don't have conversations with you because they want to be your buddy.
Right.
What they're doing are investigating you. But for the simple fact that they stopped you and are detaining you without suspecting you of committing a crime, without a crime being reported, or any of those things, if none of those things are present and they can clearly articulate those things, they have no business interacting with us. You understand that?
Do
you understand that? No, it comes down to the protocol. Do not make excuses for shit that's killing people.
And I understand.
What's wrong with you?
No, and I understand that. What's wrong with you? Yeah. What's wrong with you? Why can't we as a society be like, you know what? There's things that I have to change. Hold on. Why can't we put ourselves in the mentality of when I fuck up, I'm going to.
Did you fuck up?
Okay, but what
did you fuck up? If I'm driving 10 miles over the speed limit, did I fuck up? Did I didn't write the motherfucking laws.
I didn't write the laws. Right,
exactly. I don't give a fuck about them laws.
But
people are so fucking stupid. Listen, I drive Lyft. You know how fucking programmed people are? It was a traffic jam. Everybody wants to turn right.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Have you seen the double turning lane?
Yes.
One turns and then you have all those lines, but they're solid, right?
Right.
This man, everybody trying to get into this lane would not break the solid line as if it was a solid barrier.
Because
exactly. It's so programmed that you can't cross the line until it's broken.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
And
all that shit is fictions because you're bought into it.
I don't know.
You're bought into it.
Look,
you've bought into it.
The general idea is that the police, they want all the authority but no accountability.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's
the problem. And if we create any narrative to make it okay or excusable for what happened, then we're going to keep getting these same type of outcomes.
No,
we are going to get these. It's why when black men get shot down, they question, well, what did he do?
What did he do? It's like when
they want to pull up his mugshot and everything when he did absolutely nothing wrong. But we want to do some character assassination to make it okay for the police officer to have shot him. Well, we got people like Eric who died in a chokehold, but they're going to say it's excusable because he was overweight and he was going to die anyway.
Yeah, that is definitely
that's what you're doing.
Okay, but no,
that's what you're doing.
I think that's what your perception of what I'm saying.
That's what you're doing.
Your perception is because I
think you have the best of intentions.
All right, hold on. We're going in circles. Bottom line is, Are you saying what they did deserved for them to get straps pulled on them, or are you saying what they did caused the police to even come over there?
I'm saying yes.
Okay, I agree.
Yes. What they did,
but what they did did that warrant them to get straps pulled on?
That did not warrant them to have a weapon pulled on them.
We're arguing for
and
nothing.
That's exactly what my point is.
Okay, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I am ill will. My son picked up something and almost walked out the store with it. So does that warrant me to get shot?
Well, no, I would hope that you are a responsible enough parent if you know that your child did that you turn around and you say, go turn this back and teach that child a lesson.
What if he didn't see it and the store sees it and calls the police on him? He getting in his car. Mm-hmm. When he get in his car, the fucking pigs roll up on him and basically threaten to blow his head off too.
That is definitely not justifiable. I mean, the response of those officers is not justifiable.
Okay, so the police job is to protect corporate profits then?
Yes. Yes.
Right? Because obviously that Barbie doll and the profit for that dollar store was more important than those black people.
For those officers, clearly it was.
Listen. It's not just for those officers. You see, that's the whole point. You're talking about. You're not paying attention. I think you're walking through the world blinded, or you're delusional. Something's wrong with you because it's not just these cops. This is the common.
Tosh says no, but if the woman knew the child has it, that's another issue. I disagree, Tosh. Even if she knew that the girl was stealing. Does that warrant to get straps put on?
The argument's confused.
No, I don't.
It's about, did the police have a right to do what they did? I thought that was the original argument.
That
we all know
was.
Common sense is you shouldn't shoplift. We all know that.
Right.
Common sense is if you shoplift, somebody might call. We know that. That's not the argument.
Man,
the
regardless of anything, excessive force obviously been used. We didn't all seen the videos throughout the years that's been happening where they've been literally killing people. You know what I mean? I know y'all seen the one where old boy had the asthma, told the cops I got asthma. They stood on that boy's chest. You know what I'm saying? He died out there, and he was a big boy too. He wasn't no little frail thing. I mean, like flat out, it is something that's been constant. You know what I'm saying? The police got their agenda, like he said before. It's within their protocol and all that, everything. You know, up until recently, not recently, but I remember in my day, you know what I'm saying, when the chokehold got, you know what I mean. Oh, you can use the chokehold no more, but that was just a normal thing for the past 100 years. You know, just choke this boy out real quick.
And he died in an illegal chokehold. So I don't even know why.
I mean, regardless, we all agree that shit's fucked up in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's Phoenix, and we all understand that. That's why, my boy Crondo be saying, fuck the police. That's why, you know what I mean? It's us or them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But when we unite, shit, dude. Y'all ain't nothing. Dude,
fuck them, bro.
The police,
fuck them.
You want to know what
at the end of the day, me and Jack got pulled over. They let us go because I was with Jack. If I wouldn't fucking been with Jack, bro, they'd have took my black ass to jail, bro. The motherfucker officer name was Lynch. He wouldn't let me get out the fucking car, bro. Fuck him.
Facts.
That's not even no joke. That's facts.
That was around the corner from the crib, man. Like, I remember when
his name was Lynch. I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Lynch." I said, "Oh man, hell no! What the fuck, bro?"
I ain't getting out the car. Bring your sergeant, man. Make sure your repertoire up to par.
Real.
Yeah, the police, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we can go back to, when they was hosting motherfuckers. I mean, it is still to this day.
Right. It's protocol, bro. It always has.
I mean, I believe fully that as we move into the future, we're going to see nothing but even worse. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see them gearing up for a lot more. They'll make an excuse that the streets got these new hot weapons, so they need their new hot weapons. They new, you know what I'm saying, full vests and stuff.
Every time I say it's the protocol, I get looked at crazy, but here's the bottom line. Anytime you continue to do something and you're tried in a court of law and you're found innocent of it because it's within police protocol, then that tells you right there that it's protocol.
Yeah.
It's not guesswork. I don't know why people act like they don't understand these things. No one's really hiding anything from you. It's right there. It's if you're paying attention, it's easy to see.
For them to damage their property.
No, I don't talk about something
else. Black folks don't have rights. Bottom line.
No, they don't. But we've been through that though.
It's America.
Yeah.
Melanie Love over here. It's America.
Melanie Love. Bottom line, Phoenix is America KKK.
Yeah.
For real, this is a Republican John McCain ass motherfucking last state Martin Luther King celebrating ass motherfucker. So what you expect from?
Yeah. From the
It
top,
is what
from the
it
top
is,
down,
man.
it's all
Yeah.
that exactly you said, John Kane and all that.
It is what
From
it
the
is.
bottom up though, Phoenix in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but brown and shit, and we barely speak the fucking language, you know what I'm saying? But everybody in between, motherfuckers are moving here to what? What was the stats? Like 400 a week or something like that?
Yeah. We've been like the fastest growing city for like 10 years.
I noticed. I live in the middle of the city. The traffic's just started getting bad all of a sudden. Dude.
Like, stop
motherfucker.
moving here. We at our quota,
It's Sunday.
Like,
It's like Sunday.
We good.
It's too damn hot out here for
We
all
ain't
these
no
damn
more. We ain't got enough room. We
That's
done.
what you should do. Like, put a law. If you move here, you have to withstand 5 summers. Or just put a damn license. 'Cause, yeah.
Most people don't survive that first summer.
No, exactly.
Especially if you ain't established out here, you just living with the homie trying to make it happen. Yeah, you're like, I ain't got a job either. It's August.
Hey, we got 15 minutes left. I don't want to talk about these pigs on the show. All the rest, fuck them.
Yeah,
all right. Okay.
Let's talk about something
True
else,
enough.
man. Yeah.
True enough.
I
See, it's working. They got us divided.
Yeah. You know, female rappers.
Female rappers.
Female rappers.
Megan Thee Stallion. She hot or not?
I only heard one song.
I never heard.
Rhapsody.
Who?
Y'all know Rhapsody?
Is she hot or not?
Oh, you said that. I don't know nothing about her. I don't know nothing about these female rappers.
Do y'all listen to female rappers?
No.
Or you just listen to male? No.
I listen to a lot of underground. I listen to underground music more than I listen to mainstream.
Look, rap has
My
changed
favorite
a
is
lot
the
for
Brat,
me.
though. Just to let you know, as far as the Brat. No, she cute and she got bars and
She still look good for her age. She do look good.
Man, get her
But
out there, put her
musically,
in her nice little pretty dress. Are you kidding me? From back in the day,
I'd rather have Lisa Ray. That's her sister.
Oh, well, I mean,
Hey, well, I mean,
Click show, bro.
just female rappers off general. I'm just gonna say Missy Elliott. So
Yeah.
She
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah, much respect. I feel like she don't get enough love out here.
Shout out Missy then.
Yeah,
She getting love now though. She just got inducted to the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yeah, she did.
Female, right?
Yeah,
She
first
did.
female. Songwriters Hall of Fame. I like Missy. She had hits, bro.
Yeah,
definitely.
I just don't. I
And
understand
beats.
like why
Yeah,
in
and
general
beats.
when they talk about like top 10 rappers of all time, like why she ain't on the list, like at least number 10.
Right.
I feel like I feel like she's earned that longevity, creativity. She writes, she produce, she sings, she do a lot, man.
I feel what you're saying.
She got a lot of hits
At the
under her
same
belt.
time, there's a lot of good motherfuckers. Period. Just
I'm just saying overall, man. Because some of that top 10 list, I'd be like, what?
And there's the gender.
How he get on there?
It's like somebody that has like one song out.
nah,
and shit like
I don't think
that.
I got nothing to do on
Niggas in these
that.
comments is funny, bro.
Hey.
Yeah.
But today,
Oh, yeah,
female
hands
rappers to me, they just not my style. You know what I mean? I'm just not on what they on, what they talking about. This
I
city
think
girl,
it's the content.
Like,
It's the content. I ain't feeling the content.
Yeah.
Like there's only so much you can rap about being fine and how you can. How many niggas want to fuck and all that
pay
shit?
me 'cause I'm
Yeah,
giving
like
you pussy.
She did it
that
in
shit
a
is
smooth
played
way,
out.
though.
Yeah,
No,
that
she
shit's
did it
played
in a
out
smooth
already.
way,
Come
though.
with something different.
But
Come with something different. You know what I'm saying? Like Jean Grey still out there
that
ripping the
producing
mic. She was
honestly
nice,
carried a lot of
but
their
I ain't
songs
heard no
on
new
some real
shit from her. Jean Grey.
Jean Grey, yeah.
On
There's
the
a lot of
conscious
good
level,
female
Star
artists,
Rock,
honestly.
she's
Oh,
dope.
girl, Dreezy
From
type.
Chicago?
Nah, I think she's from the D.
Okay.
Shall we get down?
Lauren Hill, the OG. That's facts.
Yeah.
That's the greatest of all time, in my opinion, as far as female rappers.
Rhapsody shared a song with Kendrick.
I mean,
I don't know who she was, bro.
You know Rhapsody.
she definitely on the list. I wouldn't call her the
She
greatest
from
of all time.
North Carolina.
Oh, you put in Lauren Hill.
Lauren Hill, the OG. Melanin Love, Lauren Hill, the OG. I agree with you.
MC Light. You got to put MC Light.
MC Light.
There you go.
I ain't listen to her like that, though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, dude, she got some songs out there.
Yeah.
That's not,
MC Light is dope, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's an older rap
she
artist. I mean, I
older,
said
but I
the
mean,
Brat,
she-
and it's an older rap
She
artist. But I
set
mean,
the
hey,
trend.
it's
Though. I
what it
mean,
is.
here's the thing though. For back then though, MC Light had bars, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, she did actually have bars.
Shit, who popping right now? Crowdo don't like her. My homegirl Doja Cat is.
Hey, that's a guilty pleasure right there. Doja Cat. Yeah.
I don't even know who this is.
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure.
Shit's annoying.
Real will come on the show and say that shit.
Hey,
She's a lot more creative than
you
most of these
changed the
female
discussion.
rappers.
I'm just thinking of
You right, you
people
chiming
who's
in.
doing it.
I don't like. Oh, she all right. She cool.
She got a lot more creativity, so I give it to her. Her music's entertaining to me.
Okay, yeah, this is your third excuse. Like it's okay, you know. We know you listen to her.
I'm thinking of the movie.
Nobody's
right
thinking
now.
bad. You know what I mean? Other things, she done got 15 DMs right now. Like what the fuck?
I want to hear a female rapping about other than sex.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
You know.
That's all they
show.
What's wrong with Kim though, man? Come on.
That's all she rapped about too.
Yeah.
But like,
you know what's wrong with it?
Not all the time, but she was nice. I just don't like how she looked now.
She's
She look like the bride of Chucky.
Quando, man, you put that block on you quick, y'all. If y'all ain't up to par, dude, man,
She look like the bride of Chucky.
man.
She like who?
You like a
Sink or
bride of
swim,
Chucky.
dog,
Sink or swim.
It's tragic.
She had some substance to her stuff too.
She did.
I heard that, but I mean, I also heard that, you know, a lot of her like popularity and things.
She's rapping about girls, though.
Right.
To be honest with you, like when's the latest Queen Latifah album you heard? You know what I'm saying?
She did a jazz album.
I mean, well, regardless of anything, hey, Busta Rhymes was Busta Rhymes was hitting it, dude. You know what I'm saying? That boy got a new album coming out still. You know what I'm saying? So does Jay-Z. Fucking, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Jay-Z. Bruce suddenly appears out of nowhere. Every time when they start talking about
Did
Jay-Z.
I hear my name? Like a leprechaun and shit pop out the tree. Oh, that's funny as hell. That boy will argue to the death of him, dude. You can't put him and Mike in the same room with that Jay-Z Tupac shit. Oh, dude, it's just... Them boys will go to the bar after doing this 3 hours later and shit. They still going at it, dude. Like, damn.
Bar at it.
Yeah, for real. Leave it alone, man. Damn, we done stopped recording a long time ago. Shit.
Calling on the way home. And on the other. Yep.
That's what's up. So we got anybody comments saying got anything else? No female top?
Top what? Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. What else do you think I was gonna say?
Where's this shit going?
Lauryn Hill. Fucking. I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of females though. I'm kind of
when I
biased.
Yeah,
3D
you know.
not T.
I never heard of
No
her.
idea who these people are, man.
She out of New Orleans. So
No, the beast
Picking
too
them
loud. I
up
turned
on
them down.
Mogo Space or something.
Facebook, bro. Shit, everybody be on Facebook.
You talking about underground rappers?
She a female artist that's,
Yeah.
I guess, up and coming or whatever. Her the Cash Doll.
I heard the Gifted Gab, and then the other. She pretty cool, but I don't really listen to a lot of female MCs like that.
Why'd you bring up that topic then?
Because well,
because
ain't nobody else talking about nothing. I didn't want to keep talking about that fucking police shit.
Let's talk about how tobacco breath stank. You know what I mean? Like what random ass shit. You know what I mean? Things I've
Talk
had
about
in
how
my
your
beard
breath
over this
stink.
year. Like, nah.
It stinks seriously,
All
like
good.
corona and halitosis.
Hey, it's all good. Crondo's armpits and shit need a courtesy flush. It is pot roast, baby. Nah, we going. Hey, don't let this
You
direction.
look like the bad guy on Miami Vice.
What?
The bad guy on Miami Vice.
I am the bad guy on Miami Vice. I've just been there. So you gotta own certain things. So we are about to a wrap, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
It is 9:30.
It's almost 2 hours. We had a good show. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Salute
For real,
to all
though.
y'all. Make sure
Like
y'all
the
share this
conversation,
shit,
everybody
man.
doing their thing.
Yeah. You
All right,
I
Thursday,
didn't
baby.
mean for it to get too heated talking about the police shit, but it is what it
It's
is.
real issues, you know what I'm saying? That's
You
what
know.
y'all tune in for.
Yeah. Next time we'll just have them go to Rob house. That's bullshit.
Something tells me.
But yeah,
I'm
y'all want to
being
say
invited
something,
back.
man? Free, Darlene, Paji.
Nah, bro.
Shout outs. Want to plug something?
Raise your children.
Oh no, I do want to say something.
Raise your children. Chivalry is not dead. I'm a gentleman.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
Listen, I didn't want to leave it on a
Black men don't cheat.
on a negative note
'Cause we weren't never
between
together.
her and I. Yeah, just a conversation. I'm just passionate about some of the topics that are brought up. That's one of them.
We don't have these
Yeah, it takes these conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I like to plug myself, Free the Truth. You know what I mean? PHREETHA. You know, all social media. Holla at my website and all that. You know, podcast and all conversation.
Business.
So I just want to say I'm Darlene again, and I appreciate you guys for letting me come on here because this is the type of shit that I like to do. But yeah, real shit, real topics, everything. I like this shit. So salute to you guys.
Yep. I just want to say, my name is Crondo. And I'm not an alcoholic anymore, but I had a good time tonight, and I appreciate the intelligent discussions, and that's what this shit is about, man. It's funny, but we dropping knowledge and jewels at the same time, though, for real. So, Braveheart.
Yeah. This is what they fear: is the table where people sit around and have intellectual conversations with one another. They want to stop this shit. But like and share and subscribe. Thank you so much.
Good shit.
I ain't got much to say. I just say
Put the good back on. We're gonna end this shit. Have a good night, guys. See you next Thursday.
Peace. Fuck 12.